And welcome everyone to Matsu Miners Baseball, as we are now just over a quarter of the season through, as the Miners are 6-5 in 11 games of a 44-game season. Miners take on the Peninsula Oilers tonight. Alongside me, as always, Brandon Monty to broadcast Matsu Miners Baseball to all of you guys out there. And we hope you guys enjoy this great ball game as the first pitch was delivered for strike one from the sponsors RC Detail here in Alaska. As these two teams tonight are red hot. Miners on a 3-game win streak, as one of those games being a no-hitter, and then last night the Grand Slam walk-off, if you were watching with us, as Eric Webb sent a bomb into right field to score 4 and win the ball game 8-4. Miners look to continue that, but in their way is the red-hot Peninsula Oilers. Oilers are also on a 3-game winning streak, as they played the Chinooks 6 straight the past week. In the last 3, they won against the Chinooks 12-7, 8-6, and 3-2. Defensively for the Miners tonight, in left is Colin Montez, to center is Eric Webb, and in right is Justin Kirby. Third baseman Tanner Carlson, shortstop Caden Hogan, second Tyler Porter, and at first is Aaron Walters, and at the battery is catcher Cody Huff and pitcher George Arias. Arias making his third start tonight, as he has so far a 7.04 ERA. And he looks to get off to a hot start, but the Oilers lineup is a very tricky one, as they're all coming off those 3 games red hot, and the hottest hitter they have is leading off in number 7, Camden Vasquez, as he has an 11-game hitting streak in all of his games in the ABL season. He has not played and not gotten a hit yet, and even more surprising is only 2 of those games were one-hitters. The rest were multi-hits, so 9 out of the 11 he's had more than 1 hit as he steps into the box. As we have as he steps in the left-handed, and we're underway. First pitch from Arias in there for strike 1. Arias kicks and deals the 0-1. Line foul for strike 2. So Arias ahead in the count, 0-1. And this guy is who you have to look out for. 2 stolen bases on the year, so once he gets on, he's looking to steal, as well as being dangerous with a 4.87 ERA, as the 0-2 misses for ball 1. Leads the entire Alaskan Baseball League in average with 4.87. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking for strike 3, so that's a big first out for the Miners to get here in the first inning, knocking out their leadoff man, bringing up Travis Bohal. Bohal, Reno, Nevada native, goes to UC Riverside as he steps into the box. First pitch to him, swinging and misses for strike 1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled out of play for strike 2. Bohal's first game as an Oiler, As he steps into the right-hander's batter's box. And here's the 0-2. Fastball misses just outside for ball 1. 1-2's the count. 1 out here in the top of the first. And here's the 1-2. Off-speed pitch misses low for ball 2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts to get things going for Arias. And Brandon, I don't think you can ask for a better start from George Arias.
Absolutely not. And what we've noticed over the last couple of games is that these Miners pitchers have cruised through the first part of the order. They've set the tone. It's the second part that gives them a little trouble. So we'll see how it continues throughout the ballgame.
First pitch to designated hitter Connor McCord is outside for ball 1. McCord, a Gilbert, Arizona native, goes to Western Oregon. And here's the second pitch to him. Is grounded to first baseman Aaron Walters. He'll step on first base for a 3 unassisted for the 3rd out of the inning. So nothing going for the Oilers there, as it's 3 up, 3 down on 2 strikeouts. No hits, no errors, and no one left on base, as we have a tie ball game going in the bottom half of the first inning, 0-0. And here we are in the bottom half of the first inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Oilers to get things going in this ball game, as the Miners are looking to get off to a hot start here in the bottom of the first inning. Lineup for the Miners looking at Eric Webb leading things off. He's a big man with the heroics last night with the grand slam. And deck is Justin Kirby. In the hole, Aaron Walters. And batting cleanup is Tanner Carlson. Batting 5th is Cody Huff, followed by Sam Thompson, then Colin Montez, and then Caden Hogan. And then rounding things out in the order is Tyler Porter. So a little different lineup than usual for the Miners tonight, and we'll see how that works out, as the first pitch from Joey Becker on the mound for the Oilers is in there for a called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch misses inside for ball 1. One pitch. Hits Webb for a hit by pitch to get Webb on base in this to lead things off. So the Miners get a runner on early, and we'll see what he can do with it. As defensively for the Oilers, you have Camden Vasquez in left, Travis Bohall in center, and Damon Keith in right as Kirby steps in. First pitch to him. High for ball 1. In the infield, you have Bobby Goodlow at third, Skylar Messenger at short, Victor Corlino at second, and Jordan Fine at first. And for the battery is Jonathan Villo at catcher, and Webb will go from first. The throw to second will not be in time, so Webb, a stolen base to get him to second and scoring position. And Miners went 0 for 2 last night in stolen bases. Good to see them get the first one here. And Webb will take second, and Joey Becker's on the mound for the Oilers. 1-0 pitch in there for strike one. Excuse me, 2-1. Becker's as Soldin, Alaska, excuse me, and goes to Southwestern University as the 2-1 pitch is lined into left field. Webb is holding up at third, and Kirby will take first. As the Miners are off to a hot start here, bringing up Aaron Walters with runners at the corners. Walters from Caryville, Texas, is a Texas A&M Aggie. And so far in this year has been batting .333, as he will step into the batter's box and see what he can do. Kirby takes his lead from first, Webb from third. And the first pitch to Walters is outside for ball one. Becker gets his sign. Kicks and deals to Walters. In there for strike one. Got him looking. 1-1's the count. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Miners threatening with runners on first and third. Webb got an lead-off hit by pitch. Stole second, and then Kirby with the single to put him at the corners. As the count will move to 2-1. Two balls, one strike, no outs. And here's Becker with the 2-1. Line into the center field. Will be caught by Bohal. Webb will tag from third. The throw home will not be in time, so the Miners will score first on a sacrifice fly from Aaron Walters. Bringing up Tanner Carlson. So one out now. Justin Kirby still at first, as Carlson will head to the plate. Carlson batting .233 on the year.
Now batting for Miners, third baseman Tanner Carlson.
And we'll see what he can do with the runner at first. First pitch to him, off speed inside for ball one. Throws over to first, not in time. Oilers pitchers are 4.4 ERA in total, as the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike one. As Becker toes the mound for the 1-1. Kirby goes from first. A hit and run as the ball goes to third. Buddy Goodlow, the throw to first, will be in time for out number two, as Kirby will be on second now. So a good hit and run there, as that could have been a double play if Kirby wasn't going. Joey Becker has 3 appearances on the year, as the first pitch to Huff is in there for strike one. Oh, 1 misses for ball one. 1-1's the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Miners lead 1-0. So Becker on the year has a 3.24 ERA. And the curveball in there for strike 2. Kirby's on second. And Eric Webb has already scored in this inning, as Cody Huff is up to bat with a 1-2 count and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And here's the pitch from Becker. Curveball misses inside for ball 2. So we got 2s on the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Miners still threatening with their man on second. Umpire calls time. Becker gets a breather and will re-toe the mound. Becker kicks and deals. Grounded on the third base line. Goodlow will make the play to first in time for out number 3. So the Miners will get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 runner left on no errors in the bottom of the first inning. Going in the top of the second, Miners lead 1-0. Four, five, six due up for the Oilers here on the top of the second inning. In the top of the first, Arias was very effective on 2 strikeouts and a ground out to get things going for the Miners. Miners lead 1-0 on a sacrifice fly from Aaron Walters to bring home Eric Webb in the bottom of the first inning, as Bobby Goodlow will come up to bat for the Oilers. Goodlow out of Fort Worth, Texas, attends TCU University, and the first pitch to him is popped out of play for strike 1. June 16th versus the Chinooks, Bobby Goodlow was 2 for 4 on 1 run and 1 double, as that was his most effective game in an Oilers jersey so far in the season, as the count goes to 1-1. And here's Arias with the 1-1. Off speed misses outside for ball 2. But Goodlow on the year, 6 runs on 6 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 7 walks and 1 stolen base. And here's the 2-1. Misses high for ball 3, so Goodlow will get a hitter's count here with 3 balls and 1 strike. He bats .324 on the year. And the 3-1 misses for ball 4. So the Oilers will get their first base runner on the night with a leadoff walk, bringing up Damon Keith. Keith out of Redlands, California, attends Cal Baptist University. Goodlow will get his lead off of first. Arias with the first pitch to him. Grounded to third baseman. Tanner Carlson, the throw to second in time. The throw to first will be in time for a 5-4-3 double play.
Damon Keith never left the box.
Yeah, that's... Well, there's some confusion up here. It appears he's saying that the ball hit his foot and went in play, so he's saying that was technically a foul ball by hitting his foot. Umpire says it did not. So just like that, a 5-4-3 double play to get 2 outs for the Miners in that inning, and bringing up Jordan Feen. First pitch to him outside for ball 1. Surprising there. Very fine, excuse me. Jordan Fine. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped up out of play for strike 1.
Batting for the Oilers is first baseman J.D. Fine.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs now. In the top of the second, Miners with the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. So far in the season, the Miners have gotten a lot of leadoff walks, but then erased them on the very next batter with a double play. And we saw that just now. They've been very good with that. And here's the 1-1. Popped it up. Tyler Porter looks to be under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. So the Oilers will get a base runner there, but can't do anything with it on no hits, no runners left on, and no errors. As we go to the bottom of the second, Miners 1, Oilers 0. Bottom of the second, Miners lead 1-0, bringing up their 6, 7, 8 hitters. Sam Thompson, Colin Montez, and Caden Hogan all due up for the Miners. Sam Thompson batting .211 on the year out of Brennan, Georgia. Designated hitting tonight. And here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, no outs to get things started in the bottom of the second inning. Miners have 1 run on 1 hit and no errors. The Oilers have 0 runs on 0 hits and 0 errors, as the 0-1 misses in the dirt for ball 1. Oilers left this morning from Kenai, making the 4-hour trip up to Palmer. They'll be here all week, playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all here at Herman Brothers Field. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Off speed, Thompson fouls it straight back and out of play, and the count will go to 1-2. We'll have all that action for you here on YouTube Live. If you can't make it to the ballpark, all games starting at 7 o'clock. Thompson with the 1-2, and here's the pitch. Misses for ball 2. 2-2 is the count. Miners lead this one 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. 2-2 count to Thompson. And here's the pitch from Becker. Runs inside and the count will go full. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Thompson. And here's the pitch. Popped up out of play and the count will remain full. So Thompson battled back from 1-2 to run the count full. Now battling now as he fouled off the first full count pitch to him. And the count will remain 3-2. Becker will get his sign. Gets the one he wants, kicks and deals the payoff pitch. Fouled straight back again. The count will remain 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And here's Becker with the payoff. Runs inside and misses for ball 4. So Miners will go back-to-back innings with the lead-off walk / hit by pitch. Just a reminder that this broadcast is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. If your car needs a new tail light or there's any sort of nut, bolts, or screw, be sure to visit the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information. So Thompson will take his lead from first, bringing up Colin Montez. First pitch to him is a strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. No outs. Runner on first. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Thompson thought about going. Stopped halfway and went straight back. And the ball misses for ball 1. 1-1's the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lined into right field. That will get down for a single, putting runners on first and second. No outs. So the Miners looking to do some more damage in the bottom of the second inning with runners on first and second. No outs, bringing up Caden Hogan. Hogan out of Reno, Nevada, Long Beach State, and has batting .067 on the year so far. And here's the first pitch to him. Look to bunt. The ball will be in the dirt for ball 1. Runners stay put where they are with Thompson at second and Montez at first. So Hogan tried to bunt there, had to pull it back for ball 1. See if he'll try to bunt again, and he will. And the ball goes by him, and umpire says he didn't pull it back in time, and the count will even up at 1-1. So Hogan steps in again. That shows bunt right away. And here's the pitch to him as he steps right off the mound and will look Thompson down at second, but does not throw it. Hogan will step into the box. Doesn't show bunt right away. And will swing it foul for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second for the Miners as Caden Hogan up at the plate. And here's the 1-2. Line just foul down that third base line. heads for the Oilers bullpen out in left field as the count will remain 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hogan at the plate. Montez takes his lead off of first. Thompson from second. The pitch. Popped up down the first base side. Should stay in play. First baseman Jordan Fine is under it and will make the catch for out number 1. Runners will stay put at first and second, bringing up Tyler Porter. Tyler Porter out of Tucson, Arizona. Attends Long Beach State. As we have back-to-back Long Beach State batters. First pitch to him off speed outside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Thompson takes his lead off a second. The same for Montez at first. And the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. Porter's batting .353 on the year. As Thompson will go back to second, the throw goes into the outfield, but he'll have to stay put at second. As, Tanner Carlson's average on the year is .233. As on that play, Thompson, the catcher Jonathan Villo, tried to pick off Thompson at second. There wasn't anyone really covering at that point when he threw it, but shortstop Skylar Messenger had a dive, missed it as he went into center field, but Thompson had to stay put at second, and the 3-0 pitch is in there for ball 4. So the bases are all loaded now for the Miners. 1 out. Bringing up the top of the lineup, Eric Webb. And Brandon, if you're the Oilers pitcher, Joey Becker, you don't want to see Eric Webb coming up to the plate right now.
Oh, it's all too familiar for him. Just a mere 2 innings ago that we saw him send one over the right field wall. The base is loaded, as now we're going to get a mound visit from one of the members of the Oilers coaching staff, as Miners looking to break it open here early.
His last at-bat was against bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th inning, as in the first inning he was hit by a pitch, so it's not technically an at-bat. So,
and we're seeing some of the control problems with this Oilers pitching staff already. Coming into this game, they're walking almost 7 batters a game as a staff, and that's never good for a pitching staff to be handing out 7 free bases a game. There's almost 2 runs right there. Altogether, you see 2 walks in this inning, then a hit by pitch last inning that came around to score. So it's already coming back to bite him here. Miners have needed just 2 hits. And as I said, a good opportunity to start a little rally in the valley here in the bottom of the second.
Eric Webb steps into the right-handing batter's box. Tyler Porter at first, Montez at second, Sam Thompson at third, and here's the first pitch to Webb. Misses low for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Eric Webb, in his first plate appearance, was hit by a pitch, as we mentioned before, as he faces now 1 ball, no strikes, and bases loaded. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, but gets away from the catcher. Thompson is going to score from third, and runners will advance 90 feet as the Miners will extend their lead now 2-0. So Montez to third, Porter to second, and Thompson will score from third on the pass ball as the count goes to 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Eric Webb at the plate. And here's the pitch. Lined into left center field. That looks like it's going to drop. It'll hit the fence. Webb wants second. He's rounding. He will get a stand-up triple, scoring 2 runs. So in back-to-back at-bats with runners on, he will have a home run and a triple, as he is happy at third, and the Miners extend their lead to 4-0 now. And Webb is seeing the ball pretty well, I mean, that's fair to say. Bringing up Justin Kirby. Montez scored from third easily. Porter scored from second easily. And Webb will be in with a stand-up triple as Kirby up to the plate. First pitch swinging to center field. Should be deep enough for a sacrifice fly. Webb will come home. The throw not in time, and the Miners lead now 5-0. So Webb scores on the Justin Kirby sacrifice fly to center, as the Miners now lead 5-0, as they're breaking away early on in this ball game. As Aaron Walters will step up to the plate. First pitch to him inside for ball one. Joey Becker showing a little frustration on the mound as he misses there for the ball one. 1-0's the count. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. Third baseman Bobby Goodlow will run, but it will go out of play. And the count will even up at 1-1. It all started with Sam Thompson leading off with a leadoff walk. Colin Montez got a single, moving him over to first and second. And then Tyler Porter with the base on balls to load him up. A pass ball to score one. And then Eric Webb with a triple to score two. Justin Kirby with the sac fly to score one, as the 4-run inning has led the Miners to lead now 5-0, as the 1-1 pitch is fouled out of play for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled, and the count remained 1-2. Kind of see him smiling after that one, as he checked his swing and got lucky and got a piece of it to give him another shot. And here's the 1-2 pitch outside for ball two. So we have 2s on the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Becker toes the mound, looks down. Walters at the plate. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing. Umpire says he went. Walters will run to first. Not in time, though, as the drop third strike will be thrown over in time for out number 3. So he's down on strikes. But the Miners do a lot of damage there in the bottom of the second inning as they score 4 on 2 hits, 2 walks, and none left on 0 errors from the Oilers. Miners score 4 in the bottom half of the second inning to extend their lead to 5-0. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Oilers, and here's Arias' first pitch. First pitch swinging popped up. Huff runs to the fence, but it will be out of play for strike one. Skylar Messenger to lead things off for the Oilers. George Arias still on the mound as he has been pitching perfect so far. Excuse me, not perfect, but he's been very effective with no balls, 1 strike to Messenger. Off-speed pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Try to get him to swing, but he was not going for that one. One pitch misses for ball 2. Line down the right field line, excuse me, for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the third. Arias with the 2-2. Got him swinging for strike 3. So a strikeout to lead things off in this inning. It'll be his 3rd on the night. Bringing up Jonathan Villo.
Now batting for the Oilers catcher Jonathan Villa.
Villa from Ensenada, Mexico. So far in the year, he has 4 RBIs and 2 runs, and is batting .222 as the first pitch to him misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third. Arias kicks and deals the 2-0. Misses high for ball 3. As V is now ahead in the count, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. Arias gets his sign, kicks and deals. In there for strike 2. Villa thought it was ball 4 as he took a few steps towards first base, but umpire will bring him back as Arias keeps the count full. And here's the payoff pitch in the dirt for ball 4. So Villa will take first on the base on balls. Second walk on the night from Arias. Bringing up Victor Carlino.
Now batting for the Oilers second baseman Victor Carlino.
Carlino out of Lakeside, California, attends Long Beach State. So he's facing off against a lot of his teammates right now on the minors. As the Miners lead this one 5-0 in the top of the third. Arias looks at first, gets his sign, and here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Carlino steps into the left-handed batter's box. Arias gets his sign. And here's the 0-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. So Carlino now behind the count 0-2. Miners rocking their green jerseys with the yellow lettering, as the Oilers are rocking their black and red jerseys, as the 0-2 pitch is fouled, and Huff is in pain as that tipped right off of his arm. So we'll see if he's okay. Head coach Tyler LeBrun is walking out to see if he is okay. Huff will give the thumbs up. as the trainer and Tyler LeBrun are now going to double check to make everything's good. Man, Huff says he's okay, as he does a lot of tests to make sure nothing's broken, as the trainer of the team looks to clear him, and we're ready to play ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third. Man on first. Was granted that on a base on balls, and that's Jonathan Villa at first base. Arias with the 1-2. And here's the pitch. Got him swinging for strike 3. So Carlino is down on strikes. 4th hitter in the Oilers lineup to be set down on strikes. Bringing up the top of the order, Camden Vasquez. And he is not an easy out. Arias gets his sign, kicks and deals. First pitch to Vasquez is outside for ball 1. Vasquez is batting .487 on the year in 11 games and 39 at-bats. So he has been lights out. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him. Hits the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1-1's the count. He is batting 19 for 39 with 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 10 walks. As Arias with the 1-1. Curveball perfectly placed for strike 2. Got him looking, and the count will go to 1-2. Vasquez is already down on strikes tonight in the first inning as he's 0 for 1. And Arias will look at Villa at first. Toe the mound, get the sign from the catcher in the pitch outside for ball 2. So we'll have 2s on the board here in the top of the third with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. As Arias will get his sign, look at first, and will kick and deal the 2-2. Fouled. Arias looks at first. 2 outs here in the top of the third, and the pitch. Grounded to second baseman Tyler Porter. The throw to first will be in time for out number 3. So a 4-3 ground out to end the inning for the Miners, as that was a very close play at first with Vasquez's speed, but the throw will beat him for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Oilers will leave 1 on no hits and no errors, and will score 0 in the top of the 3rd. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd, Miners lead 5-0. And here we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 4, 5, and 6 batters are due up for the Miners in this inning. As leading off is Tanner Carlson. Tanner Carlson is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the first inning. As Carlson's batting .233 on the year. And here's the first pitch from Becker. Popped him up, and the center fielder Travis Bohall is under it. Makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. As the Miners lead 5-0 with Cody Huff coming up to the plate. Quite the second inning there for the Miners, as 7 Miners were able to bat, as they got 4 across. And here's the first pitch to Huff, is swinging and fouled for strike 1. No ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Becker gets his sign and delivers the 0-1 in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1's the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing over to first base umpire says he didn't go. And the count will go to 2-1. As Huff is from Scottsdale, Arizona. Just graduated high school from Scottsdale High School. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside for ball 3. He was drafted in the 32nd round by the Tampa Bay Rays, but will be going to Stanford University in the fall. And here's the 3-1 pitch to him. Grounded out of play, and the count will go full. Cloudy skies here at Herman Brothers Field tonight. And here's the full count pitch. Line into left center. Looks like it's going to drop right against the wall. Huff rounding second, will hold up at second with a stand-up double to get things going for the Miners here in this inning. So a great hit there by Huff to hit it in left center field. That'll go 1 hop the wall, and he'll take second. With 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, bringing up Sam Thompson. In his first plate appearance, he was walked, and that got the second inning going. As if the game would be played or not today, but around 2 hours before first pitch, the rain stopped, and they were able to get the field ready for the ball game. And the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. As the Miners were hard at work, so we thank all those that made this game possible, all the hard work to get the field ready for this ball game, as the count goes to 2-0. And here's the pitch. Line into left field. Huff will hold up at third, and Thompson will take first on the single. Bringing up Colin Montez, and Montez is 1 for 1 on the night with the single, and later scored, as he will have runners on the corners. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, and the Miners are threatening again to score some runs in the bottom of the third and extend their lead. And Brandon, just how much has changed since that bottom of the 9th inning, as from last night. Just a complete momentum change for the Miners, as their bats have been alive in this game. And the first pitch Montez is fouled straight back. 0-1's the count because they struggled that entire Pilots ball game, and they got 2 across early on in the ball game, and then they kind of got into a bit of a struggle there for a stretch, and now it's been coming all together in this ball game. 0-1 pitch. Misses for ball 1. 1-1's the count. With that win last night as well, they jumped the Glacier Pilots into second place as the Miners are now 1.5 games back out of first place to the Anchorage Bucks. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Checked his swing, but in the dirt, and the count will go to 2-1. So that ABL standings for you is the Bucks are in first place with an 8-4 record. The Miners in second, as we mentioned, with a 6-5 record. The Pilots are now in third with a 4-4 record. Oilers are 5-6 on a 3-game win streak, and the Chinooks are in last with a 4-8 record and 4 games back out of first. As the 2-1 pitch will miss outside for ball 3. 3-1's the count. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and here's the pitch. Outside for ball 4. So the bases will now be loaded for Caden Hogan.
Now batting for the Miners, shortstop Caden Hogan.
That was the 4th free pass given by Joey Becker on the pitcher's mound tonight. And here's the first pitch to Hogan. Line into left field, but right at him as he makes the leaping catch. And Huff will tag from third on the sacrifice fly from Caden Hogan. So the Miners will extend their lead to 6-0. Runners will hold up at first and second, as Hogan will line that one. And Vasquez makes the nice leaping catch there to have 2 outs in this bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch to Porter, in there for strike 1. Colin Montez is at first. Sam Thompson is at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Miners have 6 runs on 5 hits, and no errors to the Oilers, no runs on no hits, and no errors as the 0-1 pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-1's the count. Some action in the Oilers bullpen. Have a right-handed pitcher warming up for him as they trail 6-0. As Becker steps off the mound and runners go back to their respective bases. They take their leads. Becker gets his sign, toes the rubber, and we'll kick and deal the 1-1 in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. So as Tyler Porter's from Tucson, Arizona, and is batting .267 on the year. Becker with the 2-1. Broken back to second baseman Victor Carlino. The throw to first will be in time for out number 3. So Miners will be done in the bottom of the 3rd inning, but they were able to score a run as the Miners extend their lead to 6-0 on 2 hits, a walk, and a sacrifice fly, as they had 2 hits on no errors and 1 runner left on. I'll be throwing it over to Brandon Monty in the top of the 4th inning as the Miners lead 6-0.
Travis Bohal to lead things off for the Peninsula Oilers in the top half of the fourth. Brandon Monty now with you alongside Nick Veland here on YouTube Live. Happy as always to be bringing you Mat-Su Miners baseball all season long, as the first pitch from George Arias, a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike one. Arias 43 pitches through the first 3 innings of this game as he's cruised through this Oiler lineup as Bohal chops one to short. Hogan is up with it, throws over to first, and beats out Bohal by about a step for out number 1. So George Arias continues to cruise here outside of 2 walks. He has been perfect throughout this outing. Still no hits for the Oilers here in the fourth. No runs as the Miners lead it 6-0. They have 5 hits in this game, and they've yet to score in any of their first 3 at-bats. Arias from the windup, first pitch, and it's hit down the line. First base side, fair. McCord rounding first, he's heading for 2. Kirby gathers it, throws into Porter, but not before Connor McCord is in with a standing double, the first hit of the night for the Peninsula Oilers. So the lefty McCord now in scoring position with 1 out. The first sign of life from this Oiler offense all night, as that'll bring us to the 4th hitting third baseman, Bobby Goodlow. Goodlow, a left-hander from TCU, a member of the Horned Frogs, just finished his freshman year there, a native of Fort Worth, Texas. First at-bat was a free pass to lead off the 2nd inning. Goodlow, 2 for 4 on June 16th against the Chinooks. He has 6 RBIs and 6 runs scored on the year. First pitch from Arias misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. The Peninsula Oilers started off last season pretty hot, 7-4. The Miners were actually 5-6. But then after that stretch, in the second quarter of the season, the Miners went 9-3. Arias working from the stretch now off the left side of the rubber, the 1-0 pitch, a fastball that's right on the outside corner for a called strike 1. George Arias going strong here in his 3rd appearance of the year, 3rd start for that matter. Looking for his first win as a Miner. He's 0 for 1 on the year, 7.04 ERA. Miners looking to even their home slate on the season at 3-3. Arias ready, the 1-1 pitch, a changeup, then misses low and inside, 2-1. Pretty cool night here at Herman Brothers Field for baseball. As Nick mentioned, it was raining throughout most of the day, and there was question as to whether or not there would be baseball tonight, but luckily the field was shaped up just in time. Still a cool and overcast evening here in Palmer, 56 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. 2-1 pitch on the way. Goodlow chops it over to third, and it gets through the third and short hole for a base hit as Carlson dove but wasn't able to corral it. So the Oilers with 2 straight hits now. They've got runners at the corners with 1 out. And the right fielder, Damon Keith, coming in, trying to keep the rally going here for the Oilers as they've now got back-to-back hits.
Now batting for the Oilers right fielder, Damon Keith.
The Peninsula Oilers come into this game with a .281 team average. No other team in the ABL has an average over .242. So they've really been hitting the ball well. However, they're 3rd in the league in runs scored, oddly enough. First in hits, on-base percentage, and slugging. Then again, they're also last in the league in home runs and stolen bases. Damon Keith digs in. First pitch to him is popped up. Middle right field, Justin Kirby is underneath it, makes the catch, and the runner will hold at third base. So McCord will have to stay put. A good at-bat there for George Arias to set down Keith for out number 2. A big at-bat there as that ball didn't quite have the distance, and Justin Kirby's got a pretty strong arm out there in right field as well.
Yeah, and Kirby's throw to home there, even with the runner not going, he would have been dead by a mile. So it was good for him to hold up at third.
Jaden Fine digs in, the 6th hitting first baseman. He popped out to the second baseman his last time around. George Arias looking to work his way out of a jam as a first pitch breaking ball misses inside, 1-0. Reminder, folks, this is game 1 of a 4-game series between the Miners and the Oilers this week. They will meet again tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. As Arias ready, the 1-0 pitch, or 0-1 pitch, excuse me, a check swing fouled to the backstop by Fine, so He's behind in the count 0-2. Excuse me, 1-1 is the count. Scoreboard says 0-2, but we're even 1-1. The Peninsula Oilers, their last playoff win was in 2016. They've been swept out of the playoffs the last 2 years, once by the Miners as the 1-1 is fouled back to the screen. So 1-2 the count now on Jaden Fine. Fine, a 147 hitter coming in. A native of Simi Valley, California. 6 runs scored, 1 RBI, 4 walks, 4 punch-outs on the year for him. George Arias leans in and gets his sign from catcher Cody Huff. Gives him the nod. He's got what he likes. Working from the stretch. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch is hit weakly over towards short. Hogan is up with it, throws over to first. Corralled by Walters, and the side is retired. Oilers leave 2 stranded. We're through 3.5 here at Herman Brothers Field. The Miners lead it 6-0. One, two, three part of the Mat-Su Miner order coming up here in the bottom half of inning number 4 as the Miners looking to put another crooked number up on that scoreboard. They've done it in the first 3 innings of this one. It's 6-0 here at the bottom of the 4th at Herman Brothers Field. Brandon Monty alongside Nick Veland, happy as always to be bringing you Mat-Su Miners baseball all season long. Joey Becker back out on the mound. The Oilers starter now in his 4th inning of work as the first pitch to Webb, a breaking ball, check swing. But home plate umpire says he went around 0-1. Webb, the hero of last night's game, a walk-off grand slam to right field. When we talked to Webb after the game, he said he didn't even think it was gone. But last night there was also a strong gust of wind at about 20 miles an hour towards right as another breaking ball to Webb misses for ball 1.
And in my interview, too, with Tyler LeBrun, he said he didn't think that was gone either. He thought it was just could have been deep enough for a sac fly.
I don't think anyone in the yard thought it was gone, I guess, from what we're hearing, as the 1-1 pitch on the way to Webb is another breaking ball that misses inside 2-1. Becker's got a long, slow delivery. The 6'4", 220-pound right-hander's fastball only tops out at about 80 to 81 miles an hour, but he uses those breaking pitches and the off-speed stuff to keep hitters off balance as the 1-1 is fouled off to the third base side, just left of the line. Webb out in front of that one, and it's 2-2 now the count. Webb is 1 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch in the first and then tripled in 2 runs his last time around. That was the first triple of the year for the Miners. 2-2 on the way to Webb, a fastball that just misses outside, so we're full 3-2. Eric Webb's now got 10 RBIs on the season for the Miners. The first Mat-Su Miner to accomplish that feat on the year, as he has made an immediate impact since coming in. 3-2 on its way to Webb is popped up foul behind the plate, and that one's going to get out of play. Remember, folks, a foul ball just like that can do some serious damage to your car. You can always visit the folks at the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information. Becker working from the left side of the rubber from the stretch. The 3-2 is lined to left field, and Webb is on once again. His second hit of the game, the fourth straight plate appearance that he has reached base. And Eric Webb just keeps on rolling. He's been a machine. That pitch actually looked pretty low, but he went down and scooped it there on the breaking ball below the knees and somehow managed to line it to left. So Eric Webb is aboard here to start the home half of the fourth, and a dangerous Justin Kirby coming to the plate. Righty on righty matchup here. Becker from the stretch. The first pitch to Kirby is a fastball that misses low, 1-0. Becker making his third start of the year. 0 for 1 on the year, a 3.24 ERA and 8 1/3. As Becker leans in and gets his sign from catcher Jonathan via the 1-0 pitch, a fastball in the dirt, ball 2, snap throw back over to first is not in time as Webb is back in standing. Becker has doubled his earned run count today, 6 already on the day for him. He had just 3 earned runs coming in and 7 hits, as Becker has struggled to get through this Miners lineup here tonight. 2-0 on the way to Kirby. Fastball low inside, just misses off the corner, so 3-0 now the count. Becker has struggled a bit with his control tonight as well. He has 4 walks and 1 hit by pitch. As he goes back in, working from the belt, gets his sign, 3-0 pitch on the way, and Kirby taking all the way here. It's a called strike 1 on a fastball in the inside corner. Justin Kirby, a good power hitter. Just a smooth and simple swing there, and also has some good speed out of the box too. 3-1 pitch on its way from Becker. Eric Webb is off. It's a called strike 2. The throw down to second is not in time, so Eric Webb has got his second stolen base on the night, his 8th of the season. And that is now Eric Webb, now the leader in the Alaska Baseball League in stolen bases, as he's willed himself into scoring position here with nobody down, and a 3-2 count to Justin Kirby. Webb at second, nobody out. 3-2 pitch to Kirby is hit high towards left field. It's going, it is gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Justin Kirby, as the Miners continue to blow it open here. It is now 8-0. Justin Kirby has left the building, his 3rd home run of the season.
As you said, there was that smooth, solid contact right there. Just got under it and took it to left field.
Head coach Kyle Brown is coming out to the mound. He has seen enough, as that will be the end of this outing for Oilers starter Joey Becker. A tough outing for the 6'4" right-hander, as he is chased after 3 innings of work. He gives up 8 earned runs in 6 hits. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come back. Miners leading it 8-0 in the 4th. New pitcher in for the Peninsula Oilers. It'll be right-hander Giancarlo Servine by way of Edinburgh, Texas, and Texas A&M Kingsville. He's 0-1 on the year, ERA 9, 5 innings of work. It's his third appearance on the season, his second out of the bullpen. 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 strikeouts, and struggling with his control, 9 walks as the first pitch to Aaron Walters is fouled back into the catcher's mitt for strike 1. Servine from the windup, 0-1 pitch to Walters is hit hard towards short. Up with it is Messenger, throws over to first in time, and that's the first out of the inning. Well, Skylar Messenger, good range there to drift over to his left and make the play. Chalk that one up as 6-3 for the first out. Tanner Carlson digs in. 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out to third in the first and flew out to center back in the third. He'll get another crack at it here in the fourth, trying to keep things going as the Miners lead it 8-0 here in this bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Carlson, fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Carlson got an open stance at the plate. The right-hander's got the big leg lift in his swing. Prolific in the field as well. He showcased some quick footwork and good mechanics over at third. The 1-0 pitch to him. Changeup waved at and missed. He was way out in front of that one, so we're even 1-1. Dimensions here at Herman Brothers Field. 322 to the left field fence where Justin Kirby just left the yard. 342 to left center. 390 to dead center. 345 to right center and 322 to the right field foul pole as the 1-1 pitch to Carlson. A changeup that misses low. 2-1. Carlson entered the game hitting .233, 4 runs scored, 8 RBIs, 1 double, 1 stolen base, 5 walks. The 2-1 is a fastball. It's fouled right back towards us off the back screen, so we're even now 2-2. For the Oilers, this is game 1 of an 8-game road trip. They'll have a 4-game series against the Miners, followed by a 3-game series in Chugiak against the Chinooks, and then 1 game on June 25th against the Bucks. 2-2 pitch from Servine, a breaking ball that's hit into shallow right. Running in is the right fielder Damon Keith. He's under it, makes the catch for out number 2.
And that's the thing with the Oilers, with them being so far away from everyone else. When they go on the road, they have to make the most of it, because they're usually staying in hotels for the night, so that's why they're here for 4 straight games. So they're in hotels here for 4, and then they have to go to Chugiak, where they'll probably be in a hotel there, because they're 4 hours away from Palmer, probably 3 hours away from Anchorage. So they got to make the most of their road trip. So when they're on the road, they have to make the most of it by playing as many road games as possible. And then when they're home, they have a long road homestand as well.
After this road trip, the Oilers will have 11 straight games at home, including a 6-game stand against the Miners, as Cody Huff digs in and takes a called strike 1 with the fastball in the outside corner. The Oilers will be home from June 27th to July 7th. As the 0-1 pitch to Huff, a breaking ball that drops in, and the catcher is quickly down in the count 0-2. Huff doubled to deep left in his last time aboard. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Huff digs back in, righty on righty matchup here. Servine working from the left side of the rubber as the 0-2 pitch runs inside and nearly gets Huff with the fastball, so 1-2 now the count. 8-0, the Miners lead it here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Servine goes into his windup as the 1-2 is lined hard to left field, but unfortunately going to be right at Camden Vasquez as he makes the catch for out number 3, but not before the Miners put up 2 more on the strength of a 2-run moonshot from Justin Kirby. We're through 4 here at Herman Brothers Field. Miners in control. They lead it 8-0. Back here in the top of the fifth with you, broadcasting Matsu Miners Baseball. Brandon Monty alongside Nick Velan. Happy as always to be bringing you the Valley's finest here on YouTube Live all season long. Remember, folks, we'll be broadcasting all home and away games for the Miners throughout this entire 2019 season. So far, so good here for the Matsu Miners. They hold an 8-0 lead entering the fifth as George Arias, the starter for Tyler LeBrun's Miners, still going strong as his first pitch to Skylar Messenger misses for ball one. The 7-8-9 coming up for the Oilers here in the fifth. It'll be Messenger with Jonathan Villa on deck and Victor Carlino in the hole as the 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball that misses outside and in the dirt for ball two. George Arias with 4 punch-outs on the day thus far has looked very sharp, worked his way out of a jam in the fourth as a 2-0 pitch is fouled right back towards us, and it'll go past the press box out of play. 2-1 the count. Messenger on the season, a 167 hitter. However, he was 3 for 3 with a double in his last game against the Chinooks. 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs. As the 2-1 pitch, a fastball that paints the outside corner. Good locating there by Arias, as all Messenger could do was watch it go by for strike two. Other action going on in the ABL. It's a battle between the first and third place teams, the Anchorage counterparts for that matter, as the Pilots up against the Bucks 3-0. That one's in the top half of the fourth over at Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage. The 2-2 on the way from Arias is hit hard out to center, but Eric Webb will barely have to move as it's in his glove for out number one. Last night the Pilots had a 4-run lead against the Bucks, but the Bucks were able to come back and win it for their 8th game of the season. That snapped a 3-game losing streak for the Anchorage Bucks. So Jonathan Villa steps back in, the left-handed hitting catcher. Villa, a .222 hitter coming into this game. 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. As the first pitch to him misses for ball one. Villa digs in with an open stance in the right batter's box. Arias ready as the 1-0 pitch waved at and missed as he was trying to hit that one over to the Alaska State Fair property out in right field. So we're even now 1-1. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Arias working quickly back into his windup. 1-1, a fastball painting the outside corner for a called strike two. Villa stepping back in. Just 2 hits on the day thus far for this Oiler team as the Miners lead at 8-0. 1-2 pitch, ring him up. Strike 3 called on the fastball on the outside corner. Villa can't believe it, but he'll head back to the bench and go grab some pine for out number 2. So the first 2 men set down to the inning for Arias here, as that'll bring up the number 9 hitting second baseman, Victor Carlino. 5 strikeouts on the day for George Arias. As Carlino digs back in, a righty on lefty matchup here. The 9th hitting second baseman, hitting .300 on the season as the first pitch to him sliced foul to the left side, and look out over there. As fan had to duck out of the way of that one. Always got to be aware for those hard hit foul balls. Decent crowd on hand here tonight. We had a season high here last night at Herman Brothers Field as the 0-1 pitch again fouled off to the left side out of play. Remember, folks, a foul ball can do some serious damage to your car. You can always visit the fine folks at the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napaalaska.com for more information. Arias ready, takes a deep breath, goes into his windup, the 0-2 pitch, and Carlino just fighting off pitches here to stay alive as he hits another one to the left side, foul out of play. So we'll do it again, 0-2. Second baseman Tyler Porter playing a bit to his left in the shallow outfield grass. Arias gives the nod to Cody Huff. He's ready. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Is chopped over to Porter at second. Collects it. Fires over to first. And he's safe. Carlino was able to beat it out there as he legged it out down the first base line. Porter waited just a bit too long as Carlino beat it out by about a step. So you can chalk that one up as an infield single. So that's going to extend the inning here by at least one batter, and it's back to the top of the order with Camden Vasquez. Vasquez 0 for 2 on the day. He's entering the game. He had a hit in every game of the season for the Oilers, an 11-game hit streak to start the year. He's now 19 of 41 on the year as the first pitch to him, a breaking ball that drops in the inside corner for a called strike one. Vasquez, the league leader in average, 9 multi-hit games on the season. He digs in, righty on lefty matchup here. The 0-1, a fastball in the dirt. Runner goes, the throw down to second is not in time. So Carlino is in there standing as he's used his speed to not only get on first, but get into scoring position as well. That is the 3rd stolen base of the year for Victor Carlino, and he now leads the Oilers in that department. It's an 0-2 count though, 1-2 count, excuse me, 2 outs, runner on second. Airy is now working from the stretch off the left side of the rubber. Vasquez is ready, the 1-2 is popped up foul to the left side, and that one's going to get out of play, so we'll do it again, 1-2. Vasquez, 10 runs scored on the season. Also been patient at the plate's got a good eye. 10 walks, 2 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 2 stolen bases. Has been a solid all-around player. He digs back in the right batter's box. The 1-2 fastball misses upstairs, so we're back to even 2-2. Travis Bohall waits on deck. He grounded out to short in his last time aboard with Connor McCord in the hole. He doubled to start the 4th, but was left stranded. That's been the only real sign of life besides this runner on second for the Oilers all day. They trail at 8-0. Arias ready, gives him a look at second. Now the 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball that just misses outside. So we've run it full, 3-2. Kyle Brown, the manager for the Oilers, now in his 2nd season as the skipper of the Oilers, a 28-27 record. The 3-2 pitch on the way to Vasquez, swung on and missed. For strike 3, did a check swing there, but it didn't matter. It was a called strike 3 as the side is retired. Oilers leave one on. We are through 4.5 here at Herman Brothers Field. The Miners lead it 8-0. Six, seven, 8 coming up for the Miners here in the bottom half of inning number 5 as they lead it 8-0 over the Peninsula Oilers here. Brandon Monty alongside Nick Veland. Happy as always to be bringing you Matsu Miners baseball all season long. Servine back on the mound for the Oilers as the first pitch to Sam Thompson misses low for a ball, 1-0. Thompson's had a pretty good day thus far. He's reached base both times he stepped up to the plate, walked his first time up, and then singled his last time aboard. The 1-0 pitch to him is popped up out towards shallow right field. Underneath it is the second baseman Carlino. He makes the catch for out number 1. So Thompson's set down to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th, and Colin Montez coming back up. Colin Montez digging in. He too is 1 for 1 on the day. Montez entered today hitting just .048 on the year. He's been struggling to start, but he's looked good at the plate through his first 2 appearances as he watches a breaking ball miss low and inside for ball 1. Montez has 3 runs scored on the year, a .286 hitter this past year at Washington State. He's one of 4 Cougars on this minor roster, along with Anthony Notero, Brandon White, and Kyler Bush. The 1-0 pitch to Montez is fouled off to the left side out of play, so we're even now 1-1. Washington State's got the most representatives on this Mat-Su Minor team this year with 4. There are 19 colleges being represented by this year's Mat-Su Minor squad. Giancarlo Servine takes a deep breath, working from the left side of the rubber, goes into his windup. The 1-1 pitch, a fastball that paints the inside corner for a called strike 2. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Miners in this one. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Peninsula Oilers as Servine is ready. The 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball. Good eye there by Montez to lay that one off, and it's 2-2. Over this 3-game winning streak, the Oilers scored 23 runs in their last 3 games, but their offense has looked stagnant tonight as George Arias has held them in check as the 2-2 pitch way outside to Montez. An easy layoff there on the fastball, so we're even now 3-2. As Giancarlo Servine set down 3 in a row in the 4th, and then Thompson to start here in the 5th. As a 3-2 to Montez, waved at and missed for strike 3. Was out in front of the changeup there, so good job so far out of the pen by the right-hander Giancarlo Servine. He set down the first 5 men he's faced as the first 2 Miners here in the bottom of the 5th go down without a fight, and Caden Hogan steps back in. Hogan 0 for 1 on the night. For the 2nd night in a row, he's got a sacrifice fly to his credit, and he popped out to 3rd back in the 2nd inning. First pitch to him, fastball upstairs for ball 1. Hogan's got his first 2 RBIs of the year over these past 2 games, as mentioned, by way of a sacrifice fly. Servine goes back into his windup. The 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball out in front there for strike 1, and David Dennis, the third base coach, unable to corral that ground ball, and he's hearing it from this minor crowd and players. Come on, coach, you're better than that. Gotta love a little fun here in an 8-0 lead for the Miners as the 1-1 pitch on the way to Hogan, a changeup that misses low, 2-1. It's a great thing about Ehrman Brothers Field. These fans, they like to interact. You know, they're a very lively crowd just about every time the Miners are here at home. Always a good turnout here to watch some baseball in Palmer as the 2-1 pitch to Hogan, a fastball that misses away, 3-1. We haven't got the attendance for tonight's game thus far, but as I mentioned, last night was a season high in attendance on Military Appreciation Day for the Miners. Over 1,150 excited fans in attendance as the 3-1 pitch, a fastball waved at and missed by Hogan. He swung out of his shoes on that one.
A little lighter of attendance tonight, probably because of the coolness of the weather and the weather in general from raining all morning. So, but still a pretty good attendance for Ehrman Brothers Field.
The wind has died down tonight compared to last night, however, as the 3-2, a breaking ball waved at and missed. Good pitch by Giancarlo Servine there, and the side is retired. Miners go 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. They don't score. They still lead at 8-0 though after 5. 2, 3, 4 coming up for the Peninsula Oilers here in the top half of the sixth as George Arias, the starter for the Miners, coming back out for his sixth inning of work, almost doubling his inning total from his previous two starts. Had 7 2/3 innings of work coming in, but has looked very strong to this point, working on a 3-hitter. First pitch on the way to Bohall, a breaking ball that drops right in there for a called strike one. Good break there, started on the inside corner and worked its way to the knees. So 0-1 the count now to Bohall, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a ground out. And the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball line to right center, and that's going to drop in front of Justin Kirby for a base hit. So Bohall is aboard, first hit of the day for him, fourth hit for the Oilers, and they've got a base runner here to start their half of the sixth. So Travis Bohall, who is making his debut, he just arrived today from Gilbert, Arizona. He's aboard here to start this top of the sixth. Arias now working in the stretch. Connor McCord doubled his last time aboard as he watches a first pitch changeup miss low for a ball, 1-0. Bohall, no stolen bases yet on the year. It's his first time on base. Arias working from the stretch off the left side of the rubber. The first pitch to McCord is a fastball that misses away, 1-1. McCord's been hot to start the year. 2-0, excuse me. McCord's been hot to start the year. 364 hitter, 417 on base percentage, 2 runs scored. The 2-0 pitch is lined to second, and it's out of the reach of Tyler Porter. It skips into right field for a base hit. So just as they did to start the top of the fourth, the Oilers start the top half of inning number 6 with 2 straight base hits as they try to slowly chip away at this minor deficit. As Bobby Goodlow steps back in, he singled his last time around. He's 1 for 1 on the day. He's reached base both times, but he hasn't made it past first, as pitching coach Jeff Erlab will go out to have a word with his starter George Arias. It's been Arias' longest start of the year, now in his 6th inning of work, as pitching coach Jeff Erlab goes to have a quick talk with him and try to calm him down. Normally this is a bunting situation, but when you're down 8-0, you're probably swinging for the fences here if you're the Oilers as they try to knock in as many runs as possible. The Miners are 5-1 this year when they score first, and 1-4 when they don't. As you saw last night, the Miners picking up their first victory of the year in come-from-behind fashion, putting up a 6th spot in the bottom of the 9th against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots for win number 6. Also, the first time the Miners have been above 500 on the year coming into this one. Goodlow digs in from the left side, a 324 hitter. First pitch to him, a fastball just below the knees for ball 1. Last year, the Oilers, a 23-21 team. They were 3rd in the ABL and swept by the Anchorage Bucks in the first round of the playoffs, 2-0. As I mentioned, they've lost their last 4 playoff games coming into this season. They currently sit in 4th place, 2.5 games out of the Anchorage Bucks, as the 1-0 pitch is waved at and missed by Goodlow. He came up empty, so 1-1 the count. No runs, 5 hits for the Oilers in this one. 8 runs, 7 hits for your Mat-Su Miners, as they are looking for win number 4 in a row and their longest win streak of the year. Looking to improve to 7-5 and potentially gain some ground on the Bucks, who last time we checked, they were losing to the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, as the 1-1 pitch, fastball that misses away, ball 2. But as we saw last night, even with a 4-run lead, or an 8-run lead for that matter, you can never play it safe. So you always got to close the deal. And a little update here in the top of the 6th. It's still a 3-0 game. The Anchorage Glacier Pilots in control as the 2-1 pitch chopped back to the mound. Arias throws to second for 1, back over to first, and that's going to be a twin killing. A double play, 1-6-3. Good reaction there by Arias to get the chopper. Throw it over to second for Caden Hogan for 1, then back to first for 2. In the process, the Oilers get a runner over to third by way of Travis Bohall. And Damon Keith steps back in. He's hit into one of the 2 twin killings on the day for the Oilers, and he flew out to right in his last time aboard. He's 0 for 2. Runner on third, 2 outs. George Arias working from the stretch off the left side of the rubber, kicks and deals. It's a breaking ball that misses a little bit high, 1-0. Mat-Su Miners 2-3 on the season. They come in second in the ABL with a 3.61 team ERA. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball that misses low in the dirt. Good block there by Huff, 2-0. Miners third in the league with 84 strikeouts. Second in walks, however, with 50. For the most part, they've kept the ball in the zone and made these hitters go after it. Here it comes, a fastball that misses upstairs, so Arias falls behind 3-0 now. And looks like some relievers are getting up and moving out, but no one's officially warming up, though, in the Miners bullpen. Meanwhile, on the left side, there's a righty getting loose for the Peninsula Oilers. Arias is ready. Takes a deep breath now. The 3-0 pitch is popped up out to shallow right field. Kirby is running in, and he's not going to have a play on it. It's a bloop base hit for Damon Keith. So he drops one in no man's land out in short right field just in front of Justin Kirby. And that's going to be the first run of the ball game for the Oilers, as it's now an 8-1 ball game. Sixth hit of the night for the Oilers. Just one less than the Miners, but still a 7-run game regardless. Jaden Fine digs in, the sixth inning first baseman. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a pop out and a ground out. Runner on first, 2 outs. Arias looking to work his way out of here and limit the damage as Fine fouls one off to the right side out of play. Remember, folks, a foul ball can do some serious damage to your car. You can visit the fine folks at the Valley's locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're in Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. Visit www.napalaska.com for more information. The 0-1 pitch is grounded over to second. Porter is up with it, fires over to first in time for out number 3. So the Oilers are on the board. They get one in the top of the 6th, but the Miners still lead it 8-1 when we come back. Miners coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Nine, 1, and 2 coming up for the Miners here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead the Peninsula Oilers 8-1. And a pitching change made by Kyle Brown for the Oilers, the third hurler of the day for Peninsula. It will be right-hander Steven Ordorica. Ordorica just finished his sophomore year at Mount San Antonio College. He is making his third appearance of the year. He's got 4 2/3 innings pitched, no decisions, 0 ERA. Opponents hitting 188 against him, 3 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Ordorica working from the left side of the rubber as his first pitch drops in, a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Orderica, the first submariner we've seen on the year. He's got that low side arming motion. Be interesting to see how these minor hitters react to it as Tyler Porter's quickly down in the count now 0-2. He's looked at 2 straight strikes after Orderica drops in a nice breaking ball in the outside corner. Porter on the day is 0 for 1. He walked in the second and grounded out to second in the third. The 0-2 pitch to Porter, a fastball that just misses away for ball 1. Orderica's got a fastball that, like Becker, doesn't really have too much velocity on it, in the low to mid 80s, but he's got a good assortment of breaking pitches, a curveball and a changeup. 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball that misses inside. Good eye there by Porter, so we're even in the count now, 2-2. Porter, a pinch hit RBI single in last night's game in the bottom of the ninth. As he's ready for the 2-2 pitch, a changeup that just misses outside. Orderica thought he had him there, but it's 3-2. Orderica, a native of La Puente, California, a 5'11", 165-pound right-hander, leans in and gets his sign from catcher Jonathan Villa. Now the 3-2 pitch is grounded over towards second. Drifting to his left is Carlino, throws over to first in time. So for the second time today, Porter grounds out as one second baseman grounds out to the other for out number 1.
From out that inning for the Oilers, now pitching from Mount San Antonio College in La Puente, California, Steven Orderica.
So Eric Webb is now coming to the plate, the leadoff hitter for the Miners. He's 2 for 2 on the day, a hit by pitch in the first. He tripled back in the second and then singled in the fourth. Orderica's ready. The first pitch to Webb is grounded over to short. Up with it to his left is Messenger, throws to first, and it gets Webb by about a half a step for out number 2. So 2 groundouts here to start the bottom of the 6th for the Miners as Justin Kirby steps back in. And his last time up, he did some damage. His 3rd home run of the season, a 2-run shot to left field, just inside that left field foul pole over the Spenard sign out on the left field wall. He's 2 for 2 on the day, a sacrifice fly, home run and a single. He's got 3 RBIs on the evening. The first pitch to him is lined hard to second, and a one-hopper skips past Carlino into right field for a base hit. So a hard hit ball there, a tough play for the second baseman Carlino as he's unable to corral it, and the Miners have a runner with 2 down.
Now batting for your Miners, first baseman Aaron Walters.
So Aaron Walters steps in. 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI. He hit a sacrifice fly to center back in the first. Struck out in the second and then grounded out to short. He was the first batter to face Giancarlo Servine, and now going up against his 3rd pitcher of the evening here in Steven Orderica. As Orderica looks to get out of jam here, runner on first, 2 outs. Kirby gets his lead from first. First pitch to Walters nearly runs inside, and the home plate umpire says it got him. Nicked him right on the jersey there on the chest, so Walters draws a hit by pitch on the first pitch of the at-bat, and Tanner Carlson has an opportunity for 2 RBIs here. Tanner Carlson 0 for 3 on the day. One of 3 Miners without a hit. Looking to change that here, though, and get that 1 run back that the Oilers put up in the top half of the inning. Carlson digs in. Orderica gets his sign. First pitch to him. A fastball that catches the outside part of the plate for a called strike 1. 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Miners in this one. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for the Peninsula Oilers. So the Miners looking for their 4th win in a row and win number 7 on the season. Orderica's ready, gets his sign, working from the left side of the rubber. The pitch. Changeup misses inside and low, so 1-1 now the count. As a new catcher in the game for the Oilers, Taylor Johnson is now subbed in for catcher Jonathan Villa. As Carlson steps back in, righty on righty matchup here. Orderica's ready. Checks the runner at second. Here it comes, and the pitch is popped up foul behind the plate, and that one's going to get out of play. So 1-2 now the count to the Long Beach State dirtbag Tanner Carlson. Miners leading this one 8-1 here, bottom half of inning number 6. Temperature still in the mid-50s. A cool and overcast night here. Mostly cloudy. The clouds blocking the Pioneer Peak Mountain out in the left field distance. The 1-2 pitch to Carlson is popped up to the right side foul. And that one will get out of play and be a souvenir for a lucky fan. For Carlson, this is his 6th game of the year hitting out of the cleanup spot. Every game this year he started, he has been at third base for this Miners squad. As he steps back in, Ordorica leans in to get his sign from Johnson. He's got what he likes. Working from the left side of the rubber still. Another 1-2 on its way, and this one misses way outside for ball 2. As we saw, Justin Kirby got a little bit of a secondary lead. Walters, I think, thought Kirby was going to take off because he got a good lead over at first after the ball got away from Johnson. And you heard a bunch of people screaming one out of the Oilers side as they wanted Johnson to throw back over there. So still runners at first and second with 2 down. Carlson digs back in, 2-2 count. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up here as Ordorica's ready and deals. As it's chopped back to the mound, Ordorica corrals it, flips it over to first, and the side is retired. Miners leave 2 stranded in the bottom half of the 6th. We're through 6 here at Herman Brothers Field. Miners still lead at 8-1. I'll turn it over to Nick Veland for the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings of this one. You're listening to Mat-Su Miners Baseball on YouTube Live.
Top of the 7th here at Herman Brothers Field as the Miners lead 8-1 in this ball game. New pitcher for the Miners, Connor Butler from Eagle, Idaho, is in to pitch for the Miners. Good 6 innings from George Arias as the first pitch from Butler is high for ball 1. Arias gave up 6 hits and 1 run in his 6 innings as the 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back for strike 1. Butler comes in with a comforting 7-run lead as he looks to close things down here in the top of the 7th. Butler toes the mound, and here's the pitch. Popped him up. Third baseman Tanner Carlson runs in, under it, and makes the catch for out number 1. Bringing up Jonathan Villa. Villa's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the 5th.
Check that now. Batting for the Oilers, Taylor Johnson.
Substitution for Jonathan Villa as number 5 is now in for him. We'll have as is Taylor Johnson from Poway, California. He is committed to LMU in the fall. And this will be his first start as the 2-0 pitch misses for ball 3. First start for the Oilers today. And we'll see what he can do. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Misses in the dirt for ball 4, so Taylor Johnson's on first via a walk. Bringing up Victor Carlino. Carlino is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout in the 3rd and then a infield single in the 5th. As a little chopper to second base, usually a routine play, but with his speed was able to beat it out as the first pitch to him is in the dirt for ball 1. Johnson at first, 1 out here in the top of the 7th as the Miners lead 8-1. And a chopper to first base. Aaron Walters makes the play, throws it over to second base in time. So a fielder's choice there will put Carlino at first. But the Miners able to get Johnson at second and eliminate the lead runner. As the top of the lineup will be in to hit for Camden Vasquez. As the Miners are able to figure out Vasquez and make him have his first hitless game of the Alaska Baseball League season. As they sub him out, and Vasquez went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So let's see what Stevenson has here in the top of the 7th, as he's now down the count 0-1. And here's the pitch. Curveball in the dirt for ball 1, gets away from Huff, and Carlino will take second. So 1-1's the count as Carlino is at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Butler gets his sign. And here's the 1-2. Swing on and miss for strike 3, and that'll be the inning. As Butler comes in, only allowing 1 walk and a strikeout in that inning. As the Oilers will leave 1 stranded on no hits and no runs and 1 left on base. As going in the bottom of the 7th, it's stretch time here at Herman Brothers Field as the Miners lead 8-1. Bottom of the 7th. Miners lead 8-1. As the Oilers will sub in another pitcher here in the 7th. As number 17, Calvin Ferris, is on the mound for the Oilers, as he has the 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Miners. Huff steps into the right-hander's batter's box. Ferris with the pitch. First pitch swinging foul for strike one. Other ABL action tonight. The Bucks and the Pilots are facing off against each other, and the Pilots hold a 3-0 lead over the Bucks going into the top of the 7th. So Ferris gets his sign on the mound. Kicks and deals. Grounded to the shortstop. Skylar Messenger, the throw to first will be in time for for out number 1, excuse me, on the 6-3 ground out. Bringing up designated hitter Sam Thompson. Thompson is 1 for 2 on the night with a walk in the 2nd, a single in the 3rd, and a ground out in the 5th. As he's been seeing the ball very well tonight as he steps into the batter's box. Ferris shakes off the first sign, shakes off the 2nd, sees the one he likes, and will deal the first pitch to Thompson. Curveball outside for ball 1. Thompson on the year has 4 RBIs and is batting .273 for the Matsu Miners. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him outside for strike 1. Hits that outside part of the plate, and the count will even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And here's the pitch. Inside, misses for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, and 1 out here at Herman Brothers Field. And here's the 2-1. Good off speed in there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As it just passes 9:10 on the clock here at Herman Brothers. Cloudy night, but still enough light for some baseball. As the 2-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 3, and the count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As it appears that the scoreboard is out here at the ballpark. And here's the payoff pitch. Grounded to shortstop Skylar Messenger. Picks it up, throws it to first in time. As he's very busy this inning as the second batter to ground out to him. As there's now 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And it looks like the scoreboard is out of order here. So if we get any counts wrong, we'll try to do our best as possible. But the scoreboard's out, kind of causing some confusion for the players and people in attendance. And here's the first pitch to Colin Montez is outside for ball 1. Colin Montez is 1 for 2 on the night. A single in the 2nd, a walk in the 3rd, and a strikeout in the 5th. And here's the 1-0 pitch, fouled out of play for strike 1. 1-1's the count. Montez coming into this ballgame a .048 average. But with a single today, should be going up as the 1-1 pitch is inside for ball 2. Montez out of Marysville, Washington, attends Wazoo. And in his previous season, batted .286 for them with 31 runs, 19 RBIs, and 12 doubles. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Lined to the second baseman, Victor Carlino. And that will be the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Miners. As no runs on no hits, no one left on, and no errors. As we go to the top of the 8th, Miners 8, Oilers 1. And welcome back, folks. As we go on the top of the 8th inning, Miners 8, Oilers 1. As the Miners hope to hold on to this victory, extending their winning streak to 4 and canceling the Oilers' win streak of 3 that's currently in progress. As Butler still on the mound, and first pitch to Travis Bohall. He showed bunt, made contact, and fouled it straight back. As Bohall is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 6th, a ground out in the 4th, and a strikeout in the 1st. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses for ball 1. Miners pitching tonight has been very effective. They have been setting people down left and right. And their longest inning has been 5 at-bats. To the Oilers, 6 hits and only 1 run. As Butler's 2-1 pitch is inside for ball 3. And here's the 3-1 pitch inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Bohall, and he'll take first. Bringing up designated hitter Connor McCord. As it appears to be a substitution now, as number 18 John McKay is stepping up and going to take his swing for the Oilers. McKay is out of Ramona, California. Attends Cal Poly Slow in the fall. First pitch swinging and missing for strike 1. First game as an Oiler for McKay. And here's the 1-0 pitch. The 0-1 pitch, is inside for ball 1. Bohall takes his lead off of first, and here's the 1-1. Fastball in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs with a man on first, and off-speed pitch in the dirt. Runner goes from second. The throw to second is not in time. As Bohall will steal second on the pitch that was in the dirt. That bat as an Oiler, as he has a man in scoring position now. As the 2-2 pitch misses outside for ball 3 and the count will go full. No one warming up in either bullpen. As of right now, Butler gets his sign, and here's the payoff pitch. Misses high for ball 4. So McKay will take first. Bringing up Bobby Goodlow. Goodlow is 1 for 2 on the night with a walk, a single, and a double play. And pitching coach Jeff Erlab will have a trip to the mound to discuss things with Connor Butler as he has runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of the 8th. Both runners getting on base on a base on balls. As he has 8 balls to 3 strikes so far in this inning. Bringing up Bobby Goodlow. And here's the first pitch to him, swinging and missing, and it will get past Huff, and the runners will advance an extra 90 feet. So Bohall to third, McKay to second, and 1 out as Goodlow is at the plate from Fort Worth, Texas, and attends the TCU and is a Horned Frog on his collegiate team, as he is behind the count now 0-1, and here's the pitch inside for ball 1. Had to get out of the way of that one to avoid getting hit, and the count will even up at 1. Bohall takes his lead from third, McKay from second. Butler gets his sign from catcher Cody Huff. Butler kicks and deals in the dirt. Good stop there by Huff to keep it in front of him, as the count will go to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Miners lead 8-1, but the Oilers threatening to score here with runners on second and third, 1 and no outs. As the 2-1 is lined into left field, makes the catch. Colin Montez with the line drive catch there. And the runners have to hold up at second and third, so good play there by Montez to make the catch and have to hold the runners up at second and third with 1 out now.
Now batting for the Oilers, designated hitter Connor McCord.
Bringing up the designated hitter, right fielder Damon Keith, as his first pitch swinging into right. Kirby, it's off the wall. Kirby gets the ball, the throw. He's wanting 3 as 2 already score. And a 2-run triple by Damon Keith to score 2 there. As that would be his 3rd RBI on the night.
Batting for the Oilers, first baseman Jaden Fine.
And a well-hit ball that bounced straight off the wall, making Kirby have to stop where he was running and get it off from another angle, as there's now a runner on third, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Miners still lead it, though, 8-3. With Jordan Fine at the plate. Oh, 1 pitch misses for ball 1. So all 3 runs tonight are on credit to Damon Keith, as he has 3 RBIs. And pitch to Fine is popped into center. Runner tags from third. The throw home will not be in time, as Keith will beat it out and will score on the sacrifice fly from Fine.
Batting for the Oilers, shortstop Skylar Messenger.
So in tonight's ball game, combined from both teams, there have been 4 sacrifice flies to score runners. Miners lead it 8-4 with 2 outs now in the top of the 8th. Butler's pitch hits the inside part of the plate for strike 1 to Skylar Messenger. Nobody on, 2 outs. Butler on the mound, and here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt for ball 1. 1-1's the count. Still no action in the Miners bullpen or the Oilers bullpen, so both teams are sticking with who they have out on the mound right now. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2. Miners 8, Oilers 4. And here's the pitch. Misses high for ball 3. 3-1. Hitters count now for Messenger. Messenger out of Neot, Colorado. Has 4 RBIs on the year with 2 doubles. And 1 stolen base. A University of Kansas student. And he pops it up in the infield. Aaron Walters under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 0 hits. Nobody left on and no errors in the inning, as the Miners lead 8-4 going to the bottom of the 8th. Caden Hogan will lead things off for the Miners in this inning. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for Tyler LeBron's squad here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Caden Hogan 0 for 2 on the night, but does have a sacrifice fly and an RBI to his credit. And here's the first offering to him. Curveball inside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch runs in and hits him. So the Miners will get a leadoff runner on with a hit by pitch. And Caden Hogan will take first. Bringing up number 1, Josh Bristian.
Now batting for your Miners, Josh Bristian.
He was subbed in to begin this inning defensively at second base, and now goes in for Tyler Porter hitting-wise, as he'll have a runner on first, no outs. And here's the first pitch to him on the night. Checked his swing, doesn't matter, it's a strike anyways. And he falls behind 0-1. Bristian, a Phoenix, Arizona native, attends Gonzaga University, batted .255 for him in the previous season, is batting .136 right now for the Miners, and he's currently has 2 runs, 1 RBI, and a double for the Miners, as the 0-1 pitch misses inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no out. Caden Hogan's over at first. Bristian's at the plate. And the Miners are leading this one 8-4. And the pitch from Ferris, runner goes, is chopped foul. And the count will go to 1-2. Hogan was running at that pitch. We'll see what he does here as he takes his lead at first. Ferris shakes off first sign, likes the second, and delivers the 1-2. Hogan staying put there at first as the 1-2 pitch misses 2-2. Ferris steps on the rubber. Looks over at first. Second, as he'll steal that one easily. But Josh Bristian is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Bringing up the top of the lineup, hot hitting Eric Webb, as it appears the pitching coach for the Oilers is having a little chat with his infield with a man on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Eric Webb up to bat, and he is 2 for 3 on the night with a 2 RBI triple in the second, a single, and later scored on Justin Kirby's home run in the 4th, and then a ground out in the 6th. So it appears the mound visit's over on the mound, and we're ready to play ball. Caden Hogan standing at second. He got on by a hit by pitch, then stole second as Eric Webb will step into the batter's box. And we'll see what he can do here with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Ferris looks at second, kicks and deals. First pitch, ball. 1-0's the count. Webb from St. Peters, Missouri. Attends Central Missouri. And here's the 1-0. Nope, steps off the mound and will look to throw at second, but no one's there, but he'll just step off, kind of look Hogan down at second and re-toe the mound as he will get his sign from Johnson behind the plate. Ferris will step off the mound again, re-step on. We'll see if he's pitching here. And here's the pitch. Grounded to shortstop Messenger. The throw to first will be in time. as Webb will be the second out of the inning and his second ground out to short today. Bringing up Justin Kirby. Kirby's 3 for 3 on the night, as he has a sacrifice fly in the second, a single in the first, a home run in the fourth, and a single in the sixth. So he has been on fire. The top of the lineup for the Miners have been on fire. The 1-2 punch that has been deadly to other teams this season, as the first pitch to Kirby is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs with a man on third here in the bottom of the 8th. Ferris on the mound, kicks and deals. The 0-1 is in there for another called strike. So Ferris is ahead now, 0-2 to Kirby. Kirby with 3 RBIs on the night. And here's the pitch to him. Line out of play, foul. And the count will remain 0-2. Kirby steps in. Ferris gets his sign, shakes off the first one, shakes off the second, doesn't want the third, agrees with the fourth, and here's the pitch. Got him, swinging for strike 3, and that'll be your inning. Got him. Got Kirby with the strikeout, as they will leave a runner on no hits, no errors, and no runs in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Going to the top of the 9th, Miners are 3 outs away from their 4th consecutive victory, as the Miners have 8 to the Oilers 4. Top of the 9th. Miners 8, Oilers 4. Oilers are going to need 4 runs here to force the Miners to bat, as some defensive changes for the Miners, with Brandon Birdsell looking to get things done and end the ball game on the mound for the Miners. And Ricky Martinez will step in at third for Tanner Carlson, as Taylor Johnson will step in and take a crack at it for the Oilers. In his first plate appearance in the 7th inning, he was walked. As we'll see what he can do here to lead things off.
All right, folks, the score currently Miners 8, Oilers 4.
Birdsell, out of Willis, Texas, attends Texas A&M and is an Aggie. And here's the first pitch. Hits the outside part of the plate for strike 1 to Johnson. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him swinging for strike 2. Johnson is an LMU commit and will be attending there in the fall. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses outside for ball 1. Some Miners fans were upset about that one. And here's the 1-2. Popped it up out of play. And the count remained 1-2. Not too many people have stuck around to the 9th inning of this ball game, as the third base side, is pretty empty. And here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Only a few Oilers fans are left, and on the first base side where the Miners usually are sitting is pretty empty, but a chilly night, and as the 2-2 pitch is grounded to second baseman Josh Bristian, the throw to first in time for out number 1. So leadoff man retired, bringing up Victor Carlino,
That's the first out of the top of the ninth.
as he is 1 for 3 on the night.
Victor Carlino.
He had a single in the 5th, a strikeout in the 3rd, and a fielder's choice in the 7th. As we'll see what he can do here with 1 out in the top of the 9th. First pitch ball in the dirt. Other action in the ABL. The Pilots have extended their lead to the Bucks 6-0 as the 1-0 pitch misses outside for ball 2. So with things standing right now, Miners will go to 7-5. The Bucks will go to 8-5. And the Miners will only be a half game back from first place. But both teams still have to close it out here as the count moves to 2-1. Two-one pitch fouled out of play, and the count will even up at 2-2. The Oilers will fall to 5-7. The Pilots will go to 5-4, and the Chinooks with the night off will stay at 4-8. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Lined to shortstop. Caden Hogan with a good diving stop there. A little blooper to him. You tell he was debating there whether to attempt to dive down for it or just try to one-hop throw it to first, but he will make the diving catch. For the second out of the inning. So Miners are 1 out away in this ball game as number 15,
Back for the Oilers is Drew Thorpe.
Drew Thorpe, will sub in for Paul Stevenson at the leadoff spot. 1-0 pitch misses low for ball 2. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Misses high for ball 3, so 3 knows the count. And here's the 3-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. Hitters count for Thorpe now out of Washington, Utah. As the 3-1 pitch will miss for ball 4, and he'll take first base. Bringing up Travis Boha. Boha is 1 for 3 on the day. He has a walk in the 8th, a single in the 6th, a ground out in the 4th, and a strikeout in the 1st. As Birdsell looks to close things out here with 2 outs. First pitch in there for strike 1 as Drew Thorpe takes his lead off of first. And here's the 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike 2. A good off-speed pitch there to change things up to Reno, Nevada native Travis Boha. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Swing on and missed, and that will do it for the Oilers. As that's your ball game, folks. And the Miners will win 8-4. Great game there for both sides. The Miners jump out and will extend their winning streak to 4 as the Oilers' win streak of 3 has come to an end. Managers shake their hands as we'll be seeing the Oilers 3 more times for the rest of the week. All games starting at 7. You can join us at YouTube Live at 6:30 for all the pre-game show action. Following this broadcast, we'll have our post-game show with manager Tyler LeBrun is expected to join us, as well as the player of the game, which is still to be determined. And you can all watch that here at YouTube Live as the Miners win this one 8-4. For Brandon Monty, this is Nick Veland coming for you, Herman Brothers Field. You guys all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.